Well, guys, it's going to take more than $400 this one. And you guys think I'm a YouTube superstar here. I think I made $505 on YouTube this month, and 4/5 of that, 80% is already gone. And it's going to be like 121 gallons. Yeah, it's going to take another probably 30 gallons or something like that to fill up the bus. To head down to Dig or Die this weekend. I need to go hang up the nozzle and swipe the card one more time. It took a whole lot to make this trip happen this week. Unfortunately, Lady Gangster and MVP aren't going to be able to make the trip because it's her best friend's son's birthday party. And let's face it, it's 12 hours from New York down to North Carolina for Dig or Die, and then it's also we don't have the motorhome and stuff converted. We don't have that the amenities needed to bring a baby on a trip like this. So I'm working hard to be able, provide that, but it might take a while to come up with the finances and stuff like that to be able to provide that. But fortunately, Race Cars and Snacks, Boosted, my friend's son, is going to be there. Ryan Everson's going to be there, and who else? I think Aiden and Josh Knight are coming in from Alabama to help out. So we got a crew. Race Cars and Snacks is good. Ryan is he helped me out at Wilkesboro. He's a good hand. And Aiden and Josh Knight, they've been around this stuff for a little while as well. So we should be in good shape. We should be able to get some good video for you guys. And right now it's 8 hours or so down to Gibbons Motorsports. I'm gonna pick up all the pieces for the real motor that's supposed to be in Straight Gangster, and then I'll be assembling that in a video in the next few weeks as I start, got to make the money in between races and stuff like that. So we'll see how this happens, how it all plays out. But hustling horsepower, let's see what happens. Dig or Die, Straight Gangster, I guarantee you, has the ability to win small tire and big tire, just as good as chance as anyone else. But we got to see how the cards play out. This is heads up racing. You never know what's going to happen. Now that the bus is filled up, $500 something later, now you got to get enough fuel for the dang generator, because it's a gas one, and my diesel generator's not plumbed and wired yet. Not enough time of the day, right? So it just is what it is. But people you run out of gas or something like that at the racetrack, and people are like, oh, how'd you run out of gas at the racetrack? Well, there's a lot of crap you got to do. You got to make sure the bus is ready to roll. You got to make sure the trailer's ready to roll. You got to make sure the race car is ready to go. You got to make sure your generator works. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me in the butt this time. It might, because it's quitted on me the last couple times, but I went and replaced the ignition module on and a couple other things this week on top of all the traveling I've done to make a little bit of money. But I think the generator's fixed. Hopefully. We're going to find out here real soon. And guess I want a receipt. I probably don't want a receipt because I don't want to know how much I'm spending for this. But I know that as much as this stuff costs, I'm still making enough to feed ourselves and do some pretty cool stuff. I mean, I might be slightly biased on that, but getting ready to travel the country, go down to North Carolina. Now, don't get me wrong. I wish I had the setup to bring Maddie and Smiley along on this one, even though, you can't miss your best friend's son's birthday party. That's just that's life stuff. But Dad has to go out there and I got to go out there and try to make some money, try to win some money for us. Because even if I'm not racing, I'll cut the video here for a second. If I take the weekend off and I don't go racing, you save money, but you also don't make money, right? I don't sell merchandise. We don't make no money off of YouTube, even though it's not a lot. You don't make none of that money because, there's no content. And you don't sell the merchandise because you're not out there doing stuff. And it definitely doesn't cost us money not to go racing. But when I don't go racing, we also don't get that side of the income of things. So it takes a lot, but hey, that's why it's hustling horsepower. You got to do it 24/7. When you're tired, when you got bags under your eyes, you gotta love it, and you gotta run on willpower when the fuel tank's empty. But hey, we're filled up and we're ready to go. Well, at least guys, it is 6:30 in the morning. I came to a little test spot that I know of, and 6:30 in the morning. The sun isn't out yet, and the road is still wet. So I just drove 500 miles Made sure I was here before the businesses opened and stuff like that, so I could come into Hustlin' Horsepower Raceway here, and which is a very similar surface to Dig or Die. I spent some time trying to find this place, and it's a nice, safe little location to make some hits, test hits. But you come over here, you can kind of see how wet. Maybe it is, maybe you can't. Can we see here? Yeah, you can see. Oh, that's a pricker bush. I got all these little friggin' prickers in my hand. But hopefully you can see how wet it is. Friggin' son of a bee. But yeah, with it being a little bit wet, that ain't gonna work out so well. So I guess we make the trip over to Gibbons Motorsports to pick up the pieces for the good motor. Well, Thursday night, rolling here. Fortunately, it doesn't look like many cars here yet, but hopefully the event turns out a little bit better. Hopefully some more cars show up, but we will see what happens. Well, guys, it is a peanut butter and chocolate chip night. You can see my cylinder head sitting in there in the background. But peanut butter and chocolate chips. There's this really cool diner I wanted to stop at, but I just can't justify spending that money right now. Now, if we win here, I'm going to find myself a prime rib somewhere. But if we don't win, I had to come down here. I need ways to take care of some stuff. So, but I think we got a good car. And we're just going to have to see how the cards play. I only slept about an hour. So I'm half tempted to nap. I'm also half tempted to go make a couple quick hits at Nick Pliniak Raceway. Since, I take that back. Hustlin' Horsepower Raceway. Because the road was wet this morning in that little industrial park where I hang out previously. In a Maple Leaf store. So guys, I went and tried to make a test hit, and it didn't go out so well. But fortunately, when the motor's turning over, when the motor turns over several times, no noise, and then goes, well, there's a good possibility it's on the exhaust side, because you got a cylinder that's building up pressure, and it can't exhaust it. It can't relieve that pressure. So then you get all the cylinder pressure built up in one of your cylinders, and it'll just like lug the motor. Well, fortunately enough, that's what it was in this case. And you can see here, the center broke right out of this rocker. Now, this is all used, beat up stuff. Not completely beat up, but it's all used stuff. And aluminum rockers have a lot higher tendency to break than a steel rocker. With the RPM that we shift at this motor, we could very well run like a stainless steel rocker. That'd be a whole lot more durable. But, you know, it is what it is. There's only so many hours in a day to try to make a buck, right? So, fortunately enough, I got some spares, and you know, not that one, because that's basically the exact same thing that happened to that one, and that's a little different setup. But I got some pieces in here, and when we'll do this, I'll set up on the roller on the tripod. But you go through here and you put a lot of tension on the roller here, and make sure there's no grit in it, just like testing a roller lifter. And you check the bearings in here. Then you gotta check the threads, and you can see here. See how that cup is smashed? But I can take this cup out and replace it with another cup. So this one might have a bad roller, but it might have a good cup in it. That one's got no cup in it. You can see here, this one has a good cup in it, but it's missing some other pieces. So I'll probably steal this cup, and that's where the top of the push rod sits. Oil goes in there and lubricates it and keeps it all set up. So this one is absolutely smashed. We can't run this one. You adjust a rocker with this, the top of your push rod will be peened over, and you'll basically lose one cylinder shortly after starting the car up. So we're gonna get after it here. try to get a longer, what is it? A longer magnet or something like that, a super strong magnet to reach down in there. But I'll flip the camera around. When I did this intake, I don't know if you can see it in there, there's a bolt down there and there's a bolt on the backside. So if need be, I can pull that piece off and access it. And then I use Right Stuff, which is a really, really high-end silicone, and I can reseal that up. That allows me to replace lifters and stuff like that, because on a motor that's not a regular conventional headed big block Chevy, where the intake runners are close like that, you could only access a couple of the lifters. Well, when you cut the inside of that tunnel ram apart and build a piece like I did, you can go through there and you can piece that off, and in between rounds you can replace a lifter if need be. If you have a lobe going bad, and you're in the money for 20 grand or something like that, you could toss another lifter in there and push it up to the lanes and make your pass. I think I got it.
What's that game with the doctor?
Not whack-a-mole.
No, what's the doctor when you got to get the bone out of the?
Hey, Turbo John, thank you, buddy.
You got it?
Yeah, buddy. I think I bought one of these for my grandma back when I was like 10 years old. I might need to steal it back.
You fished it out.
I fished it out.
That's awesome.
Look at that.
Wow, look at that. What was that game you played with the doctor?
Can I reuse the?
Oh, damn it!
Hey, the cup is still good too.
Yeah, the cup is good. Man, that is wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
That 900-inch lift camshaft.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Everything is
He's like, not really.
2010.
Gosh, look at the.
Well, guys, I guess we say a prayer and hope for the best. Replace the rocker. Turbo John did a live feed on that. We're gonna go through here, start the car up, and hope for the best. The adjuster on number 6 intake was a little bit weird, so we'll find out. Get a little video for you guys. I want to shut it off. Yeah, no problem. The lamination, I think I saw.
All right, guys. So Nick heard some noise, broke a rocker arm. Y'all go check out his video.
You can see
Well, this is going to be on his video.
You can see the delamination on the cam there,
It's got the bore scope.
but you could also see right there.
The lifter is broke, and
Is the pin missing out of it?
hopefully it's not wiped the camshaft out.
I think it. I don't know if you can get that. That's why you can't get that.
That's why I can't get it out. You're gonna have to really, tug on it.
We had one of yours.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's gonna take the intake off of it real fast, and then snatch that out. Oh, the light's right there.
Wow.
See if I can zoom in on it.
Cam still looks good though.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow.
How the hell does that happen?
Wow.
How does that happen?
Lifter, the bushing's gone, and it went up, and then it bowed out on the camshaft. So the camshaft looks like it's probably still okay for the most part, but you can see that is
That might be well to touch that one up.
that is the lifter. The lifter is completely broken. Camshaft's definitely got some marks on it, It can probably be, that camshaft can probably be saved. But the problem is as bad as that lifter is pushed out, it's probably going to, God, that's going to be tough to even, the whole motor might have to come apart to get that out. Because, yeah, wow.
Well, guys, I'm back to Jeremy's right now, but Thursday night was a little bit of a rough one, but we didn't give up. Friday was a really hot day, so we didn't get back to work on the car until Friday night. Skipped out on Big Tire, but you're going to have to come back to see Friday night's action, a little bit of racing, and the process that it took to put the car back together. Guys, we'll see you guys soon. I greatly appreciate all of you that support this journey in any way, shape, or form. HustlingHorsepower.com for merchandise, and the new hats just came in. Tumblers, which are a 20-ounce thermos, all that stuff. You guys can support that in any way, shape, or form. Like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything. And yeah, we're going to do a deal with Turbo John here at the next big race where we do a fan appreciation deal for all you guys that support either myself or Turbo John Racing. And we're going to do a cool deal, family atmosphere type deal. We're not going to allow any alcohol or smoking in this fan appreciation area. But you're going to be able to come out and hang out with us before the race and after the race. And you could hang out there during the race, but you know, we guys, you know, we get to stay busy while we're going rounds, and we have to focus on what it takes to go and get to the finals. And congratulations to my buddy Turbo John. Made it to the finals again, back to back, and unfortunately lost to Patches and Team Denver again in the finals. But we're gonna get to that in the next couple videos. This might be a 3-part series here. Dig or Die was an experience, and it took a whole lot of work, and it didn't necessarily turn out the best for us, but hey, that's just part of the game sometimes. And I wanted to run the car and fix the car, and I felt like I was in pretty good shape to give us a chance at it. And I know a lot of you guys traveled a long distance to be able to come see us, so didn't want to let you guys down either. And that might have came back and bite me in the butt a little bit, but we'll see that in the next video, guys. Appreciate all of you. See you all soon. Next video will probably be posted maybe Tuesday. If I could get it done in time, should be able to get it done in time. I just got a lot of work to get done in the next week or so.